You know, at the time of death, there was one brother, his whole life, what did he do? He was an alcoholic. He would drink day and night with his friends. When his time of death came, listen to this carefully. When the time of his death came, his family were all around him and they were saying to him, Beta, recite La ilaha illallah. Say the kalima La ilaha illallah. And what is he saying? He is saying, give me a vodka, you have one also. At the time of his death. And with these words, he leaves this world. Another brother, hooked onto music, day and night, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, in his car, you know, blasting this music, in his home, blasting this music, 24/7, nothing else to do. At the time of his death, my brothers, true incident, sad but true, Muslim, youngster, at the time of his death, family is saying, recite La ilaha illallah, and he is singing songs of 50 Cent and Snoop Dogg, and this is how he leaves this world. My brothers, you will die at your appointed time, but the choice is yours. If you lived a life of good, if you lived a life of obedience to Allah, if you were an obedient Muslim, you performed your salah, you didn't violate the commandments of Allah, then the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that at the time of death, when the angel of death comes to him, Allahu Akbar. An angel of death, you know who the angel of death is? Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam asked him once. He asked him, O angel of death, show me the appearance that you undertake at the time of taking the soul of a good person, of an obedient person. So Ibrahim alayhi salatu, so the angel of death, he takes this form. And Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, what does he find in front of him? He finds a beautiful, handsome young man in front of him. More beautiful than him he has never seen in his whole life. Dressed all in white. A beautiful fragrance, beautiful musk was emanating from his body. A fragrance that Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam had never smelled before. Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam said to the angel of death, that if at the time of death there was no other joy, no other blessing for a good soul, then your appearance, this appearance that you have shown me would suffice, would be sufficient. Then Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam requests him, O angel of death, show me the appearance that you undertake at the time of taking a bad soul. He says to him, O Ibrahim, you will not be able to bear it, you will not be able to see it. Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam insisted. Angel of death says to him, turn away, turn your face away. He turns his face away. The angel of death then tells him to look. When Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam looked in front of him, what does he find? He finds a pitch black giant standing in front of him with long hair. All dressed in black. Pitch black giant standing in front of him. Rijlahu fil ard wa ra'suhu fis sama. His feet were on the earth and his head was in the sky. And an unbearable stench was emanating from his body. And fire was blazing out of his ears and from his nostrils. The hair on his body were like men. And fire was blazing out of the nostrils and out of the ears of these men. When Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam sees this scene, he fainted. After some time, when he became conscious, he said to the angel of death, that if at the time of death there is no other punishment for a sinner, then seeing you in this state alone would be sufficient for him. This is the angel of death. If you were a good soul in this dunya, if you lived a life of obedience, if you corrected your lives, make a resolution today that inshallah we will repent to Allah, we will correct our lives, we will come onto the way of deen inshallah. If you come onto the way of deen, and if you are a favorite of Allah, if you are a good soul, then at the time of death, my brothers, the angel of death will honor you. And as soon as he comes to this soul, what does he say? He says, O friend of Allah, Allah gives his salam to you. Allahu Akbar. Allah gives His salam to you. Subhanallah.